All right. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe. Episode number 20, where we're talking about a bunch of stuff. Here is me and my buddy Gabe. How you doing, Gabe?
I'm doing good, Lorenzo. I am ready to talk about stuff.
Larry, Lion, Lemon,
Larry living like Larry.
Larry, Lyman, Lemon. No, that's great.
Man, I still need to know where that's from, dude.
That's great. I,
He's
I,
on
I,
Golden Gate Bridge.
I think it's a Kevin Smith movie. I don't know. Maybe
Kevin
that
Smith.
one of those. What is it? It's very meta, like when fucking what are their names? Jay and Silent Bob Straight Back, and they have all the actors and stuff.
It's a was it Ayo Bitch Fist? Call me Darth Balls. Like I don't remember he calls him Bitch Fist. I forgot what he fucking calls him. Oh man, the movies are terrible. Well,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Clerks too. I like Clerks too.
I'm not really into that whole askew universe or whatever they call it.
I don't know. Oh, the fucking I was gonna say Method Man, but that's a fucking rapper.
Yes, that is a rapper.
um,
I
God
fact
damn
checked
it!
that.
When
I
they play
fact.
the superheroes, do you remember?
Yeah, that's. I thought that was that one where Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
It
where
is, but I forgot the name of the superhero personas they play.
it's like Cock Puncher and
Oh
uh
man,
man, I don't remember.
Doink Doink Man. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Like Bong Man and Cock Puncher. Is that no? That's the villain that Mark
Oh,
Hamill plays.
Darth Fist. Darth
Yeah,
Fist.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo, bitch fist. Or man, what the fuck does he say? I'm having a stroke right now. Can we switch it? That's all funny real quick and talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we can just talk about whatever over there. That's all I care about. No, but hey, we're here today to talk about uh what do we got first here? WrestleMania, and we're talking about how now that it it's over with, everyone's kind of talked about it. Was it really that good? Did it live up to the hype? And then a couple of the things afterwards, because I know the Raw after Mania was kind of like what everyone was like. Well, what's next? You know what I mean? So,
hmm
but first we could look to our daily helper here, which is the Dave Meltzer's star ratings.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
And we can look at the matches through his eyes and see. So I have here for night one Dave Meltzer's WrestleMania star ratings. I will read them as follows, and we can talk about them real quick. See if we agree with them. Rhea versus Becky Lynch, she gave 4.25 stars.
I love how you had that talk.
Four
-5 stars.
point two five stars. What do you think about that?
It was a good opener. I really liked it. It's
Hmm.
like I'll mention it now because I feel like I don't want to repeat myself when we go over these other matches. It's hard to determine if they were really good because the crowd were really cold.
Mm.
And so, like, by the time it got to the main event, I felt like it should have been a bigger thing, but everyone was just like kind of cold on their part. You know what I mean?
No, hold on, my screen's messing up.
Oh
Oh,
no, you're good. But I
uh,
feel like the
wait.
weather really did have a factor to it too. So it's like, man, I feel like these matches should have been ranked a little bit higher if the crowd was more into it as well.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, Dave Meltzer gives star rating matches to empty ass crowds in AEW. No, I don't know. I don't know if the crowd factors for him. It's just whatever he feels. Because if that's the case, there's so many matches I feel like that should be given 5 stars, but he just only gives
Just a
4.75.
tease.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Guy's a piece of shit. Whatever.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
but I guess I agree with it. I guess I know like the quarter star aspect of it. It kind of that's where I'm kind of like okay, like it could have been 4.5, but
uh,
it was a good opener. I enjoyed Rhea versus Becky.
No, I thought it was a very good match. I think it was maybe if yeah, if you didn't have the Gunther match, even the Bloodline, I don't know. I feel like it was the match of the night if I had to like pick one, even though you had Bloodline, Cody Seth. I mean, Sammy Gunther was fucking great.
Oh, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, I think the Sammy and Gunther was my match of the night, personally.
yeah, yeah, that one was match of the night with the story and all that. But I think Rhea and Becky did the most work for being an opener and all that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And then this is where I don't agree when the ladder match got the same star rating as the Rhea and Becky because I don't think it was as good a match or equally as good as Rhea and
It
Becky.
had I feel like with Ray and Becky, like it was a good wrestling match. Like, they were fucking at it. Where as far as like stipulation matches are more about like the spots. And with this ladder match, I can tell you like the spots are like what I remember vividly from this match. But I agree to put it as the same star rating as a technical match. It's like I don't know. It was good. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think it kind of deflates it when you had what was it, A Town Down Under just win out the blue. Like that just kind of threw
Yeah.
me for a loop. Nothing against them, but it would just be like, oh, okay, that was cool. Like good for them.
No, the R Truth stuff was like great. It really
Ah,
like woke up
dude,
the
that should have
crowd.
been 5 stars right
I'm about
there.
to say that was probably what made it 4.25 stars. I'll leave it there. It really graded on a curve there, that shit. But then we have Ray and Andrade versus Dom and Santos. Uh I think that was a decent match.
Yeah,
it did what it needed to do.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it was okay. Yeah, it deserves it.
Yeah. Jay and Jimmy Jay and Jimmy Uso 0.75 stars. I don't know where he's getting these decimal systems from.
So I was on Twitter and I should have sent it to you, but I felt like I was sending you a lot of stuff already. But it said that according to Dave Meltzer, Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole was a better match than Jimmy versus Jay Uso.
I don't know. I think so. I kind of like that Michael Cole versus
Do you
Jerry
like, dude?
Lawler.
I hate it with a passion, dude. It's
But
bad.
this one really was right in the middle of the show, and it had the risk of slowing everything down. I don't know. It really was. I think the story is the only thing that kept it kind of together. But
Yeah, and but not even a whole star. You know what I mean?
I don't get his
What was it
decimal
that
shit.
bad? Well, I don't
Yeah,
think it was that bad.
just give it 1 star or no stars. Like, don't
Yeah,
fucking go all the decimal route. Like, we don't need to start using fractions, and he's gonna start using fucking imaginary numbers and
I
shit.
don't. Come on, dude. It's like we're wrestling fans. We don't know fucking math.
The square roots of stars and shit.
Hold on, dude. I'm really dizzy.
Next we had Jade, Bianca, and Naomi versus Damage Control, 2 stars. I guess yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know we
Yeah.
discussed it because you said like how Jade she looked kind of green out there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I looked back at that match. I saw it again recently because I was just watching the pay-per-view, the replay, and I agree. She kind of looked a little confused out there a little bit. But it was probably just nerves. Like
I'm about to
the
say, like, when you mentioned it though, about the nerves and being at WrestleMania, I was like, yeah, you got a point there. Like, it is a pretty big deal.
yeah, because she just recently had a tag match with Bianca Belair on Friday, and she looked more comfortable because even though it was a sold out building, but it was like 18,000 or something like that. But compared to like 70 something thousand people, like yeah, that's gonna be kind of nerve wracking.
Oh
I would
yeah.
understand it, but 2 stars, yeah, I guess so. It doesn't bug me.
Sammy versus Gunther, 4.5 stars. I don't know why you just don't give it 5. It
I
was
give it 5 stars for that fucking DDT on the turnbuckle.
the
I
brainbuster.
brain buster.
No, just give it 5 stars. It was a fucking good match. Like, why don't can't you just, you know, like
Hmm.
you gave a bunch of Adam Cole matches 5 stars, right? And look at him now.
Yeah.
He's fucking
Well,
withering away.
because he hasn't gotten a 5 star match in a long time. He needs 5 star matches to survive. Like how witches need like babies to sacrifice so they can stay young forever.
He needs he's like Spencer whatever from the Resident Evil. Like he's trying to find a fucking way to stay young and shit.
Richard, if you're listening, comment on this video talking about who Spencer is. I don't know anything about Resident Evil except for Wesker and Leon.
Oh yeah, no, he's nothing like Wesker Leon. Fucking
I'm like
Adam Cole.
Leon, Leon. Because what was her name? Ashley. Everyone hated
Oh,
her.
Leon, Leon,
Leon,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
chosen one. I'm
I'm coming.
coming.
Chosen one.
I'm
I'm
coming.
coming. I love that movie.
Checklist. I gotta mark that off. Kong Pao Enter the Fist reference.
Yeah,
Check.
that should have been on. I'm pretty sure we've referenced it before.
I feel like we
Uh,
referenced it like every video.
yeah, it's such a great movie. It's so
uh,
great. Bloodline versus Cody and Seth 4 stars. I don't know how you don't give this 5, but okay.
I give it 5 stars alone because the fucking Rock won with the people's elbow.
Yeah, it was
I
fucking
thought,
great.
I thought that was pretty badass, but I was like, man, I don't know. At this point, dude, we'll talk about night two in a little bit. I don't know. Do you have the one for night two?
Yeah, actually, I do. So we go to night
Okay,
2.
this is where this shit pisses me off.
Night 2, and I don't know why it looked shorter. Was there like one less match? It just maybe there was. I don't know.
I don't know. It does look
Uh,
shorter.
yeah, Dave Meltzer's night 2, Seth versus Drew, 3.5 stars. Which I feel like should have added a little bit more when you add in the cash in Money in the Bank.
I would have rated this
Situation.
higher because it was a good match too, but I felt like 3.5. That's like in math terms like a 70%.
Well,
C's lead to degrees.
also the ladder match. I keep going back to that ladder match. That wasn't 4.25 stars when you're rating.
This match was better than the ladder match for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Like this was on par with Rhea and Becky,
Hmm.
but just on a different night and with dudes. But it's like the women are doing on. I feel like you should be given more to the women because it's like, oh, you expect that of men, you don't expect that of women. I don't know, whatever. But
No, I totally understand what you mean. I would
yeah,
agree with you because I feel like what you just said. It's on par with Rhea versus Becky as far as like match openers. Like it was just really, really good.
hmm
Like if you gave Rhea and Becky 4.25, you should give this one 5 stars because it's men.
that works. Yeah, no. Mathematically speaking, men should always dominate
Nah,
over
but but,
women.
but honestly though, it should be matching up like the 4.25 because they were both great matches, and I
Yeah.
felt like with this one too, like I'm watching with my brother, my friend Juan, shout out, that like we were just really into it because with that first Claymore, you're just like, oh fuck, and then so it's like the whole match, I'm invested. Everyone has 3+ finishers stored up like in a WWE game, so that was pretty great.
The crowd is more warmed up,
Uh
like,
huh.
but I don't know, maybe they had to live up to the hype of, oh, we already are waiting on the main event. I don't know. There's a lot of
Yeah.
factors, but again, his math system just doesn't work. Um Next year, the Pride versus Final Testament, 1.75 stars. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I wasn't
I
really
think
in
I
that
put it a
match.
little bit higher. It was a fun train wreck. Like it was ugly, but like in a fun way. You could just tell like everyone was just like having fun out there. That made me happy.
I'm just glad Bobby Lashley was on the card. I think he deserves to be there.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Bobby Lashley. Do you know he has
Mhm.
alopecia?
I think I knew that. I think I did. I feel bad now making fun of him, even though I
But
wasn't making fun of him.
as a matter of fact, let's start making fun of him right now.
Yeah. No,
No,
I
my
remember making pictures of Bobby Lashley and editing eyelashes on him.
ew, dude, I hate it when they made like it's like those SpongeBob edits where they fucking put the fake eyelashes. I
Yeah.
hate that shit. But with yeah, he has alopecia. My friend had mentioned it to me before that's why he doesn't have any eyebrows.
Mhm.
And I was like, really? That if you look at his eyebrows, they're like tatted in.
Mm.
And so I was just like this up against my screen. I'm trying to pay attention. I was like, oh, look at that. I was like, well, it doesn't matter. I was like, he'll still beat my fucking ass and break me in half.
Oh yeah. No, he's I feel like that gives him a speed advantage because he has no
It
hair to slow him down.
it's like the monkey's paw. It's like, oh, like I want to be WWE champion, and then the finger like folds back like that, and it's like alopecia. Like,
Yeah. No, my hair's all gone. Ah, fat. No, darn you,
oh no,
Wishmaster.
huh? Looks good.
I was gonna do this anyways. Okay, cool. I was gonna go bald anyways. LA versus AJ, which I guess was like the twin match of the night, like the other night. But this
hmm
has 3.5 stars, which I think is pretty good. It's,
I say so.
yeah,
It was a good match. I mean, better than Jimmy and Jay for sure. But maybe I'm just trying to find something to complain about because it was a good match, but I know it wasn't like extraordinary. But it was better than what I thought it was gonna be because it was just like really fucking fast paced.
I still just don't get this decimal shit. Like, just give it 3 stars or 4 stars. Like, why do we need to
From
go in
from
the
what I
middle?
heard, is that his star system used to go up to 4 stars, like back in the '80s, and that Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat broke his system because that was the first 5 star match. And then supposedly, so that he started doing 5 star matches, whatever, for years and years and years. And then Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada broke that to 6 stars, and then there's a 7 star. And then I'm just like, my guy, just stick with the fucking number.
Yeah, come on. We don't need stars. We don't
Make it
need.
easy, like frowny face, neutral face, or happy face. Like,
We don't need it to be like Metacritic percentages and shit.
minus 5 stars.
He starts using like weird hieroglyphic symbols
Right?
to do
Fucking
his
breaking the code.
looking like unknown Pokemon shit, you know.
And then it spells out subscribe to the newsletter.
For just $7.
Plans change.
Oh, the next one, Logan versus Randy versus Kevin Owens, 4.25 stars. I think
Sure.
that's yeah,
It was a
yeah,
good match. They actually worked really well together.
yeah. It was a good match. I think it was Bailey versus EO, 4.5 stars. Again, I don't know. Uh I feel like either give it 4 or just give it 5 if you're gonna give it 4.5. I think it was a good match.
hmm
Like,
No, yeah, it was a great match. It had good storytelling. It had good spots. I was invested. The right person won. It's like, man, bitch, give it 5 stars.
just give it five
I'm over here
stars.
spitting.
And then lastly, the same argument go Roman versus Cody, 4.75 stars.
Dude, at this point, this dude's just trolling. He knows what
Yeah,
he's fucking doing.
that's just as good as 5 stars. We'll fucking give it 5 stars. You know,
I know
like
it's like it was an almost perfect match. It's like, bitch, what does it matter? Like, it was so good. Man, legit. I was just thinking like I knew this dude was gonna be trolling like everybody. You know what I mean?
he's just I don't know. He's in the pocket of AEW. I feel like he's got people either friends over there or money getting his way or information. I don't know, but
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
that's just me speculating. I can't prove anything because I'm not a journalist. I'm just a guy.
I'm just an advocate. I'm just an advocate.
But since we looked back through the lives of Dave Meltzer and relived WrestleMania nights 1 and 2, what can we say? Was it that good? Did it live up to it? What do you think?
I probably put it in my top three of
I
best WrestleManias, if not like top five at least.
I don't I can't think of like well I'm thinking of like my top WrestleManias
Oh
and
well, which ones are your top then? Like
I
if
can't
you were to,
really I can't really think of that because I go more off just a match. Like I feel like it's like music. I don't really think of a whole album. I go more off of like a song than just the album. So like really I could just think of matches like anything really with Shawn Michaels, like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels,
mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero. Like I can't think of actual whole WrestleMania that really captivated me, but
Yeah.
uh this one, I mean, it was good. I feel like it lived up to the hype that they had building up to it. I don't think it disappointed anyone who went to it. No one felt cheated. Like, oh man, we got ripped off for those 2 nights. It lived up to it. I think.
I feel like they worked well given the circumstances, like CM Punk being injured.
Hmm.
I felt like that did um, a handful like to the match card because what I would assume is that it was going to be Seth versus CM Punk, obviously Roman versus Cody, and probably Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. That's my assumptions.
Hmm.
Um, as far as main event wise, I would probably put this as one of the best main events. Like probably up there with Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, where it's like, dude, I would definitely go back to this shit and like rewatch it, just to get the goosebumps of like everyone just fucking coming out, spamming finishers. Even though it was an overbooked mess. Well, not even a mess. It was overbooked. But it's like at this point, dude, I was like, I didn't give a fuck because like the nostalgia in me like overtook that moment. And I was just like, dude, like give me more, man. And Cody ended up winning, pinning Roman Reigns, and then the crowd. Like I never hear a crowd pop like that loud after someone wins,
Hmm.
because like champion for over 1,300 days, like that's crazy. That is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
What is it?
Um,
What they say that was like 4 or 5 years,
I think it's like 3.5 years,
and
something
then
like that.
they
Almost
and
4 years.
I
Like
I remember hearing someone doing the math that he only fucking defended it like 30 something times out of that whole
yeah.
time.
So he was champion for like 3 years and like 7 or 8 months. But that's fucking crazy. That's still it's like the last people to pin Roman Reigns was it says Cody Rhodes, before him was Jay Uso, before him was fucking I think Baron Corbin,
Yeah,
yeah, or something like that. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Then
that end
Eric
of
Rowan
days
and Shane
finisher.
McMahon. Yeah, it's like a weird fucking list.
That end of
Um
days, man. It's protected for a
Dude,
reason.
I love the end of days. It's so good.
Uh,
Um but I think I could easily put this in my top five, maybe top three. Because when I think of good WrestleManias, I think of like WrestleMania 17, like you had like The Rock versus Stone Cold when Stone Cold turned on when he joined the McMahons, like that was a big thing. And they had the TLC match, Undertaker versus Triple H. WrestleMania 19, where it had Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels, another badass match. Kurt Angle versus Lesnar. WrestleMania 31 when Seth cashed in. That one's also a good pay per view as well. Um, and I'm trying to think. I really like WrestleMania 21, but not necessarily for like the main events. It's like because like we said, there's Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, and you had the first Money in the Bank ladder match, like just fucking iconic shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one I could easily put in my top five. But I think I would have to like rewatch everything and like actually like make my own list to see like where I would actually rank this.
Yeah, of course, there's a few matches to, I guess, fast forward through, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, all in all, I think it lived up to it, and that's what I think matters as far as like them building up so much, and then it being like everywhere in the media, and having so much to live up to. And my only disappointments, if I had to name a couple, are like I keep saying the Bailey and Io not being a main event, but I get it, but I feel like it should have. And Stone Cold not showing up instead of the Undertaker, I feel like
Yeah.
that should have happened. that was the plan, and it was like, oh shit, we can't get him for whatever reasons.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. I mean, but either way, Bailey and Io was a great match.
Yeah,
And with the Undertaker, I think they try to make sense out of it, where it's like, oh, like he fought Yokozuna, Rikishi, Roman Reigns, so oh, like he had some right to be there too. And I was like, okay, y'all can make that work. Like y'all figure that out.
yeah, but I feel like it was super last minute. Like he should have, like, oh man, I should have brought my gear. Like
Yeah,
if he was decked out in full Undertaker fucking garb, people would have like blew up even more, and then
hey,
speculated.
Taker, I need you to go run out in the main event. And he's just there with his cup of coffee. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's just gonna go watch like fucking Duck Dynasty or something like on a TV somewhere there on his
He's
phone.
waiting for Pawn Stars to start.
Yeah, no, I would say he play video games, but he doesn't play fucking video games.
I know he's over there. He's in backstage with a knife, like doing the fucking game between his fingers.
That sounds about right. He's cleaning his gun and putting it together and back together like as fast as he can. Yeah.
Like, hey, Tinker, I need you to go out, but he's doing the stacking cups game. Can't you see I'm busy right now?
with a timer there and shit. Uh,
He's like, hold on, I got this, and it's the ball in the cup, like a Pepsi
oh
machine.
man, I was just about to make that joke. God
Damn it,
damn
man,
it.
I'm sorry.
It's so good. Uh
Oh shit.
fucking Undertaker. He's great.
Oh.
Uh Next year on the list, now that we're past WrestleMania more or less. I know you'd sent me this and I saw a little bit about it about Mark Henry saying that Kyrie Sane disrespected the business.
Yes.
And let me see if you can hear this real
Willie and
quick.
Tommy both
Can
gonna
you hear that?
understand this.
All right. So you had sent me this. I remember seeing it and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, but we will watch this video and see more or less what he has to say for Mark
Yes.
Henry.
Willie and Tommy both gonna understand this when I say this. And I'm saying if I was a girl and I was in that match and I get my entrance and I come in the ring and I wipe my feet and I stand and step into the ring and Kyrie Sane ass is still walking in the ring, I'm taking her head off. Give me the fucking ring. Yeah. I'm the guy. Like, she should have got out the fucking ring. I was so mad. I got mad again. I know. See, you wouldn't know. Oh my God. Like, you gotta respect the business first. And she didn't. But she would have if I would have been in the ring.
Oh my God. I like if I was a girl, it's all. But I'm a man. I'll rip her fucking head off if I'm a man.
So he
Uh,
likes beating women or any
I'm pretty
excuse for
sure
it.
all those people that were like, "Yeah, Mark," like they're xenophobe. Real quick, if you scroll down into the comments, they'll show you where.
Okay, so this is what apparently he's mad about, and we'll look at real quick.
Rumble match when she entered at number 28 and she eliminated Nia Jax.
That's it. For audio listeners, Jay Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi, they were doing their entrance, like they're already in the ring, posing to the fans, and the refs telling them to damage control to get out the ring, and Kyrie, she just looks pumped, like she's ready to have the match, but the rest like, hey, get out the ring, so that she walks to the other side, gets out the ring, and that's
then
what
they're
Mark
heels.
Henry. Yeah, it's like, what does it matter? But it's like, even then, you've seen championship matches where it's like the wrestler comes into the ring and like your opponent, they're still standing in the ring too.
Yeah.
That happened in the fucking first match of night 2, like with Drew and Seth. Like Drew McIntyre didn't fucking get out the ring. From what I remember,
Yeah.
he was in the ring the whole time.
And to me, that just sounds like a heel move, like to not really give the respect that. I mean, even if you want to call it that, right? Because of course, it's just a heel. It's not even fucking. It's still real to me, but whatever. Like, it's them pretending or whatever. But it makes sense. It'd be different if like they were mutual friends, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a problem with this at all. And even if she was supposed to get out of the ring, yeah, like you're saying, maybe she was pumped up and she just forgot the spot. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, it happens.
It's not even like a spot either. It's just like, I guess, like the etiquette of it. I'm assuming that's what Mark Henry's bitching about. It's that, like, besides claiming he could uh beat up a woman that's like a third of his size and like a third ratio. I don't know. Like, it's just fucking old man yelling at cloud, dude. It's like, you work for a company that's, I'm pretty sure like Kyrie Sane's making hella money compared to Mark Henry. Maybe that's what he's complaining about.
I don't know. I don't fucking like. I get where he's coming from, but it's really like no, like if even if he's sticking in the old school mentality of it, like that that's not out of disrespect. It's just like a mistake. Even if that a
Mm-hmm.
mistake. You know what I mean? Like that's why the ref was like, "Hey, get out of the ring." Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my bad. I didn't know I was supposed to get out of the ring. But let me look like an asshole getting out of the ring, so it sticks with my persona of being a heel. You know?
Yeah, man, that makes more sense. And claiming one of, if I was a girl, but I'm a man though, I'll beat the fucking shit out of Kyrie Sane. I will destroy her.
I
Like,
I
give me a
will
break.
kill her. Complete. I will genocide. I mean,
Some shit. I will do unspeakable things to that woman. Please
no,
don't quote me on that.
I would definitely. But
Shit.
yeah, this is him just. I don't even think it's him just trying to like get clicks. It's just him being ignorant to shit. I don't know.
It's
His
ignorance,
racism's coming
man.
out. His racism's coming out and showing with this. Really.
Fucking it's just like, why can't other wrestlers be happy for like, or let me be specific, why can't older wrestlers be happy for like the new generation? Like, wrestling's been more popular than it's ever been, like since the Attitude Era. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to talk about wrestling. Everyone's making a lot of money, but then yet you still got to find something to bitch about.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's like, why can't you just wish the best, like, for everybody's success?
Yeah. This is really a non-argument, but oh well. That's Mark Henry. He's still at AEW, right? Just like for tonight's main course or
I
main
know, just
event. Yeah,
like after eating
roll that beautiful bean footage.
it's time for the main event, and then he has like a rack of ribs in front of him.
I don't know. And then Big Show's somewhere making money too, right? Somewhere in the.
He's somewhere. I don't know where he's been, but he's somewhere.
But they released the boys and all these other people, but they still have the Big Show and Mark Henry and I don't know, whatever.
I know. I don't know, man. I just watched the thing, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I believe in science.
Wait, hold on. Wait, where is this?
You know, poor people don't like AEW.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's true, though.
It's so great, man. I love that shit. I need to get you one of those, like those Elgato buttons where you can press.
I need to look into those, or yeah, you can literally like program shit.
I know, you need that one. You need the voice where the Rock says, "Off." It's the direction that you need to fuck.
I need the oof sound when they die in Roblox. Oof.
Oh, oof, oof, oof. Or when the villagers eat food in Minecraft, they go.
Yeah. Now speaking of today's main event, we're gonna talk about the big reveal of the CCTV footage that went down at AEW Dynamite. And let me see. I know you sent me a couple of the clips here. We found this one.
Help! Help! Police! I got problems of my own right now. All right, this is gonna get worse before it gets better.
Oh shit!
The memes of this shit are fucking hilarious,
dude. They're so great, man. Oh my goodness gracious.
So what do I have here?
I like at the bottom it just says roll the tape.
We have this one here. I just like that someone went to the effort to create this graphic.
Like a fucking 3D model.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my fucking voice is cracking. Oh shit.
AEW coworkers from hell.
It's fucking CM Punk choking out Jack Perry, and who is that in the back?
CM Punk? Just
it's him too, just clapping.
Yeah. Out of loop.
Oh my god, the fucking stupid new metal song.
Man, Linkin Park's is shit. Well, they were the shit in 2000.
Was that Linkin Park? I thought that.
Yeah,
at first I thought it was Green Day.
That was Linkin Park. Never the enemy, a place for my head.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a fake fan.
Rest in peace, Chester. So no, we actually have the video here. Oh wait, no, AEW's now copyright striking videos showing the incident between CM Punk and Jack Perry. So you sent me a couple videos. I know I was bookmarking quite a bit of videos of people commentating, making fun of it, analyzing it, blah blah blah. And then AEW just comes out and copyright strikes everyone doing it. It's like, dude, you showed this footage. What are you all doing?
If I remember correctly, I read somewhere too that there were copyright striking people who were just recording fans, like just chanting for CM Punk. And I was just like, okay, I feel like in that sense, that's like illegal. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about like CCTV footage or what, but I was like, that sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen, man. But dude, this whole ordeal, man, I don't even know where to begin with it.
I'm trying to see if I actually have the footage. It's funny to me. Like I think I have. What is this? Hold on. Okay, so I have an edit of it here, but it has Kawaii. It has Kawaii music to it, and it's sped up a bit so we can avoid the copyright monster. But let's check it out here.
Oh my god. the fucking heart filters too, dude. That is so funny.
I love how this hasn't gotten copyright.
Dude, it's so great. I bet you Tony Khan's just like, oh fuck, they stuffed us here.
So if you're just watching, if you're just listening to this and just hearing Kawhi music, what goes on, and really there was no audio, so that's already fishy to begin with, right? There's no audio. What CCTV footage, so whatever. But CM Punk goes up to Jungle Boy Jack Perry right after his match with Hook, and he's just kind of like having a discussion. I guess he's telling him, "Hey man, why'd you do?" Kind of like what he said on Ariel Helwani, which we'll touch on because I have the interview of that there. But he goes up to him like, "Hey man, why'd you use glass?" Blah blah blah. And Jack Perry's in his face. He tells him, I guess, "Cry me a river" or something like
Hey,
that.
it's like, if you got a problem, do something about it.
Yeah. And so CM Punk does something about it, starts fucking pushing him, choking him a little bit. Samoa Joe grabs Jack Perry like a baby and takes him to the side. Hook is no selling the whole time, which you can't see here, but he's just like looking like what's going on. I don't know. And fucking someone's holding back CM Punk because he's trying to go from what looks like over here to, I guess, what they might call Gorilla, where
Mhm.
Tony Khan's at, and that's where Tony Khan like was probably jumping into someone's arms like Shaggy and Scooby Doo.
Like Zoe Scoop, CM Punk, and Jack Perry are fighting.
So I'm so afraid for my life. Oh, wait,
I'm afraid for my life.
that's why Seinfeld impression. Living, what's up with that?
What's up with that?
And he just tells Tony Khan, "I fucking quit. You're a clown. This place is a circus or whatever." But then he goes out to do a match with Samoa Joe after that.
Dude, from what I heard, it was like one of the best matches of the night too.
It was a good match. I
Yeah.
remember. I don't know if I saw it. I don't think I saw it live, but or maybe I did. I don't remember.
I think I saw it live. I remember buying
Yeah.
it, but I don't know where I was. Man, I went to go get food.
Yeah. It was a
I
good
don't
match.
remember.
It was a good match, from what I remember.
Golly. So why did they air this then? Do you remember why the Young Bucks aired this?
No. So they just said they were gonna air it, and the angle that they're going with now, from what was the AEW whatever, is that what, I don't know.
Did you see the Young Bucks video where they were like the Young Bucks when they were presenting the clip?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if I can remember correctly. They made a post about this like the last Wednesday before this was aired because CM Punk was on Ariel Helwani and pretty much just dog shitted on AEW for the most part, but he said like how he was friends with like FTR, Swerve, Hook, and like a couple other people. which gets confusing.
I do have
So
the interview here real quick. His
yes, go ahead.
yeah, with him talking about the CCTV footage. So
Jack came back from his match. I was the next match. I'm sitting there. And I got people with me. I'm not going to say who they are, because I got a lot of friends who work there, and I wish them all well, and I don't want them to be punished because they're friends with me, And I walk up to him and I'm just like, Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit like on TV, And he's just like, well, if you got a problem about it, do something about it. And I was just like, man, come on, man. I'll fucking kill you. And it just, it's like Chael says, sometimes you just can't let you get close. I thought I was doing a responsible thing. I didn't punch anybody. I just choked somebody a little bit. Samoa Joe was there, told me to stop, and then I quit. I turned to Tony and I said, this place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
Oh shit, man! And then so then sure enough, I know WrestleMania happens, and then the Wednesday after WrestleMania was when they're gonna air this. So from my understanding, after watching the Young Bucks video, was they're airing this for their feud. What they said is for their feud with FTR
Mm.
to wait to win the belts or to challenge for the belts.
Well, because the belts are not they're vacant, right? Because of
Oh yeah,
Sting.
because of MJF and oh wait, no, Sting and
No,
Darby Allin.
Sting. Because of
Damn,
Sting and Darby Allin.
everything's
Yeah,
such a blur. Holy shit,
yeah. That's why I can't even really remember what's going on with because I remember just seeing the Young Bucks shit and being like, how does this make sense at all? Like it didn't.
dude.
It didn't.
So, and like from my understanding was that they were airing this footage because they're saying that FTR possibly had like their foot in the situation where they sent their buddy to cause this commotion where God forbid the Young Bucks couldn't focus, they couldn't eat, hydrate, or they couldn't pray before their match. That's why they lost. And then so they're over there blaming CM Punk, but in a way they're trying to use it for their feud, which doesn't fucking make sense. Because from what I'm understanding too, is that they want to show this footage, like, like backstage wise, like to not only get back at CM Punk, but in order to like try to build this story where Jack Perry comes back, right? As like the
Yeah,
scapegoat. But dude, if I'm Jack Perry, I'd be fucking pissed. It's like, why are you gonna show a video to the whole world where I'm getting my ass beat?
yeah, yeah,
I'm getting choked out. I look like a bitch.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Because unless CM Punk was completely lying about all the events that took place, yeah, I could see this being that damning smoking gun evidence that would, contradict whatever he said. But
Mhm.
everything that happened was like play by play of what he said.
It really was.
Yeah,
Like the only thing I would say is like the only thing I blame CM Punk for is like putting his hands first on Jack Perry. It's like me personally, I believe you shouldn't put your hands on like another like employee, whatever. Like if it gets to that,
uh-huh.
but like you said, fuck, dude, I'm having a stroke. Because it's like I know Tony Khan's showing this to like to expose CM Punk, but like CM Punk already said everything that happened. You show this video, and it's everything that CM Punk said that happened.
Yeah,
It's like, so what the like, and not only that, the thing that upsets me, it's like you're taking this time off from your workers, from your wrestlers, like taking wrestling time, match time, so that way you can show the stupid interview or the stupid CCTV footage because you're fucking petty.
it was a really oddball way to go about trying to, I don't know, like
And,
expose CM Punk or just to get viewers. It did get viewers from what I saw because I watched it and I
uh,
was, intrigued at how this would help, and it did not help at all. It didn't help their
I'm,
situation at all.
from what I heard, it's like from what I've heard, it's like I don't know too much about TV ratings, but it was at the peak of like that interview, whatever, and then all of a sudden it just fucking like dropped down like after they showed the footage because the footage was really nothing anyway. Like the scuffle was probably like what less than 10 seconds, 5 seconds maybe.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really nothing.
it was so short, and it just made the Young Bucks look so cringy. Like I know I sent you a couple things where it said, "Oh, the Young Bucks weren't part of this." I think I sent you that, but then I sent then they posted something else. It's like, oh wait, no, the Young Bucks were part of this. They wanted to show the footage.
See, that's what I keep seeing, like contradicting footage where it's like, oh, it was all Tony Khan's idea. The Young Bucks didn't want to do this or were hesitant, but then they started to warm up to the idea, and like I don't know whose ever idea this was or whatever. It had to be a collective idea because there's no way you could. like show this to one person and then not, or one person not show this to other people or to the whole people at AEW, and someone be like, "Hey, this doesn't make us look good," you know?
I know, and it's like, you is your group of people someone that's like just out of pure pettiness? I don't know, dude, because there had to have been some people like in this collective group that were just like, hey, we shouldn't do this because it's a fucking shitty idea. It's not gonna benefit anybody. I lied. It did benefit somebody. It probably benefited Drew McIntyre because now he
Uh-huh.
has a lot of fucking material. Like he's having a fucking field day, you know? And man, dude, I was just so fucking baffled
Yeah, I was
at them
befuddled. I even
arrogance.
messaged you. I was like, "This is befuddling. How does this help anyone
Dude,
on
it
that side
doesn't.
other
I'm
than
like,
CM Punk? Other than CM Punk, like
and then
it
I
helped."
watched the YouTube video because I had work, so I missed Dynamite. I'm watching the YouTube video and I'm showing Giselle. I was like, oh, they're gonna show the footage, and then in their fucking YouTube video, they didn't show the scuffle at all. And I was just like, damn, bro. I was like, y'all are so fucking stupid. God. And that's like, I feel like a disappointed parent right now, man. I don't know what to say.
No, it's embarrassing, and I mean, right now we just have a clip of Tony Schiavone looking very disappointed in the
Ah,
footage that
dude.
aired.
He's getting
He
fucking WCW vibes again, man.
and I had that like you said, there were people because they showed the footage live to the crowd of over 20 people, and the crowd, and and they were shouting, chanting CM Punk, CM Punk. But I think I saw like a Wrestling Observer shit say they were saying CM Punk sucks, and it was like,
Oh my god,
I
give me
don't
a
think so.
break.
Were you saying
No.
boo or boo earns?
Boo!
I was saying boo earns.
Oh, Mo, man. Protect him.
uh, no, but yeah, this is real strange, very strange. It was
Um,
very odd.
the other thing that upset me too is that I guess FTR took like big offense to this shit too. Because didn't they say like, oh, this is the best wrestling company? We're not gonna let anybody talk shit about it. Pretty much what Adam Copeland said like a couple weeks before.
Hmm.
And it's like, dude, I thought y'all and CM Punk were like so fucking close. Like, what happened? You know?
Do they?
And
They aren't making sense, like at
they're
all.
not. And it's like,
No.
dude, like ever since, even in the Ariel Hawani video, like CM Punk says that y'all are like one of his best friends, and then just for y'all, it has to be. Oh my, like I get there's a sense it's like, oh, that's a company you work for and defending. But let me tell you, like the job, like some places I worked at, I'm just like, dude, I hate this fucking place. And I'm pretty sure that's like 95% of Americans right now. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And just, and I guess like you're getting paid for it, like to say that stuff. But even what's his name, Dax Hardwood goes on Instagram and he makes a post about it too, like in his story saying like, oh, if you're gonna disrespect the place I work at, like we're not friends or something along those lines. I'm just like, dude, there's no way you're gonna be this defensive. You know, like you're really gonna treat one of your best friends like this. You know,
I
I
mean, and he's telling whenever like it's all shown and everything. It's like, dude, there's kind of truth to him, and the fact that he did that interview with Ariel Hawani, CM Punk, and it like rattled so many cages at AEW, right? There must be truth to it. You know what I mean? Like,
uh-huh. Yeah, and it's like, and it just, you're just putting yourself deeper in a hole. You're digging your own hole, your own grave,
mhm.
because you show how petty you are. You try to make a fucking story out of it, but not only that, it's just like no one gains anything from this, dude. Like you should just focus on your own product. And it sucks because it's like like I say, I hate bashing on AEW. I really do. Like, because I just fucking love wrestling. I just want everyone to succeed. Wrestling is just so fucking cool. But it just makes everyone look so stupid, like retarded,
Mm-hmm.
childish. And
Mm-hmm.
man, it's like you're really gonna take like time to be petty about this, to take the wrestling time away from your wrestlers who are just there and they want to wrestle. They want to put on good matches. It's like WWE circa 2016 again, where it's like there's fucking 45-minute promos at the beginning of a fucking show and there's only two matches, you know? Like that sucks.
It's fucking. It's like Tony Khan surrounding himself with yes men, and all they do is say, "Yeah, you're right. Let's do this. You're right. You're right. Let's do
Mm-hmm.
this." Even though like they're not saying, "I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do this." You know.
He needs a different crew of people, man, to because what he's doing, like what CM Punk said too, it's like his like he's probably a great guy, but he's a terrible businessman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, here's Dave Meltzer because we like to report what he says. Dave Meltzer on AEW airing the all-in backstage footage during Dynamite. I did not think it was a good idea. I never did think it was a good idea. But I thought, look, you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt, see what happens. Here's the thing later in the show, when the fans were chanting CM Punk, it was like, well, this one sure backfired. You don't want people chanting the name of someone from another promotion during your show, and sometimes it's going to happen and you just can't avoid it. But this one was one you brought on yourself.
Wow, I agree. Wow, am I sick?
I'll say, what's the word, or what's the saying? I like to say, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Hell yeah.
Like this is just kind of a given. Like you can't not agree with everyone because literally everyone on YouTube was like reporting when they did the footage, and it was like, how does this help AEW? It does
And
not at all.
and then you had the Young Bucks come out that night with Okada, and like they're trying to promote their match, but dude, everyone's chanting fucking CM Punk at you, dude. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
do they think the fans are retarded? Do they think like Vince McMahon thinks like, oh, like they like fans are like dogs, like they'll forget easy, like brains like goldfish, I guess. Oh man.
No, no, this
And
one is ridiculous.
golly, it hurts my head, man.
And then I don't know how this makes Jack Perry look any better, but he's doing like CM Punk references with NJPW, and again, I think even there at this event they were chanting CM Punk, right? I believe because
Yeah,
it's in
because
Chicago.
that's in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
God,
don't know.
dude.
And then here is CM Punk responding on his Instagram stories
Mission accomplished.
with a mission accomplished by George Bush. So obviously he's having fun with it. He doesn't
Oh
care.
man. So who do you think out of the three, who looks worse? Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, or Jack Perry?
Jack Perry for sure. Because
Man.
because I think Tony Khan and the Young Bucks can like move on from this if they really wanted to, but Jack Perry, like after seeing that video, everyone's just gonna be like, dude, you got choked. There's proof of it.
And oh shit, it's hard to choose, but I think I agree with you. Like Jack Perry is just number one up there, looking at like a doofus. Like as shitty as it sounds, it's like at least Tony Khan, like he's trying to like backtrack on it. Like as shitty as like the strikes are against other fucking Twitter profiles, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's shitty. But he's trying to retract, maybe finally think that, oh fuck, that was a bad idea. But Jack Perry, he's just promoting the dude that beat his ass. You know, like I feel like you're just proving him right at this time. You're proving CM Punk right about the company. It's just pettiness. Y'all look you, especially you, dude. Like you look fucking dumb
Yeah.
from because it's like he was just all this. He could have just said like, okay, I won't use glass. Maybe you're right. I'll take it into consideration. But dude, it's like your ego's up here, bro. A lot of people only like you because of your fucking song.
Well, he could have even like when he came up to him, hey man, why'd you do that? Look, I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit. Or whatever. Like I won't do it again, or
I know, just
I
man
just
up
had
to it.
to.
Like, don't
Yeah.
like why like see like especially what CM Punk says, like, why we gotta do this internet shit? And then your response is, well, if you're gonna fucking do something about it. It's like,
And
bro,
get in
what are
his
you, a
face.
fucking jock in high school? Grow
Mhm.
up, bro. Like, man, you deserve to get your ass beat. You know?
But he's like, I'm bleeding, making me the victor. That's good to always have a couple of Kung Pao references.
Here's another paralyzer. He gets that fucking headlock.
I love that movie. Uh,
Oh shit.
here are before we move on to the next thing. Here's Kenny Omega's thoughts on the. Oh, this is 4 minutes. Dang, I didn't know it was that long.
Oh, I
Kenny
didn't even know he
Omega's
released a video.
thoughts on Brawl Out. So we'll see where this goes here. Let's see.
EVP during Fallout would be to enter the situation while there was chaos, de-escalate it, and create a peaceful environment for everyone. I was able to create a peaceful environment for the most important person in that altercation, and that was Larry. And I swear to God, honestly, that was my biggest. And yeah, it sounds funny, but like I look at animals and our pets as people, and as Bobby, of course, one of the most important people in my life. So to get little Larry out of there was the most important thing to me, and that was the success. Good call. It was also the way that other people necessarily didn't want to, and then it was also maybe not the way that the boss wanted to take care of it. And I also thought of myself as a liability because I don't want to say old school. I'm not old school. I've just played a lot of contact sports, and I've gotten into jiu-jitsu and boxing and mixed martial arts. I just know that sometimes when you perform or when you fight, when everything's on the line, when you give your heart, when you give your soul towards something, and you're in that moment of high stress or high anxiety, where you've maybe emptied the tank and you're just physically exhausted, when in an environment like that, sometimes emotions get the best of you and people will want to throw hands. And in the case, and I'm unfortunately or fortunately a believer of it, I think if it's decided that, hey, this is the best way to solve things and you can shake hands after and move on after, I'm a believer. I'm actually a believer of fighting. I have to settle things sometimes for the purpose of just getting that stuff out that you need to get out. And came to that. And we're able to talk things out. And we became better friends. And there was a level of respect at that point on. When things straight until I start throwing some hay, low blows, hair pulling, or something conducive for a positive work environment. How I feel. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Sonic boom. This is like, why does this have the same like video quality as like the first Street Fighter?
I think it's really zoomed in because it was just in the corner of
Oh,
a
like the
stream he
bottom
was
corner.
doing.
Let's
So
see.
his thoughts on Brawl Out here: animals are greater than people. Saving Larry was the
Yes.
most important for him. He had a difference of opinion in terms of how to handle the problem with the others involved. As someone who's played contact sports, he believes sometimes you have to let off steam, and fighting can be a reasonable way to resolve things. Given that you fight, shake hands, move on, like honorable men. He hasn't had power as an EVP in 4 years. Here's comments on Punk. Also, Kenny Omega also said a relationship with Punk is one of mutual respect. If it weren't for a complete other factor, we would have been able to have that talk on the night of Brawl Out. There's no issue between him and I, as far as I know. I don't think there is at all.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think anything happened between him and Punk. It was Punk and the Young Bucks, and then what was that guy that's with CM Punk? Ace Steel, whoever the fuck that
Yeah,
was. He
yeah,
bit he bit Kenny Omega, right?
yeah. I
Something like
think so.
that. Oh man, I don't know. What do you think about this?
Um, I mean, I've never really been a fan of Kenny Omega. Because I don't really. I mean, the matches I have seen of him, he does like do good shit, you know. But I mean, I agree with him here. Like he sounds like he means well, and that like yeah, he's on the same kind of side of CM Punk, or not even on any sides. He's just like, hey, sometimes we have to, fight to deal with things, and yeah, it's true. Like even in regular like retail stores where we've worked at, I'm sure we've wanted to fight people, but in jobs where it's fighting that's your job, of course I feel like fighting would happen, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's the only way to work it out,
Yeah, no, he. I've always been a fan of Kenny Omega, and I do feel like he's trying to be like the neutral, like chaotic neutral or like lawful neutral, just general neutral in this sense. From the sound of it, it did seem like he didn't want to like scuffle or anything like that. I respect him for saving the dog because that's important. Animals are badass. Um, it's just weird because I wonder how much they're able to talk about it because you know how they signed the NDA for it,
hmm
but I'm thinking like, oh, who signed the NDA? Because I know Chris Jericho didn't. Because I guess he fucking could say everything he wants to. Uh, it's interesting because it's like, man, dude, I just want to hear more about it. It's like if we have CCTV footage of Jack Perry and CM Punk, you should have CCTV footage of this shit.
I was thinking Chris Jericho, you made me sign an NDA saying I couldn't say anything, but you didn't say I couldn't sing it, and or something like like these weird loopholes about it.
I don't
You're
like
my enemy.
burn me out. Oh shit.
um, no, but I don't get Jack Perry or even the Young Bucks like, oh, they're the ones talking the most shit, and then when someone finally like puts them in check, oh, look at you're a piece of shit. Oh, he punched me, and it's like,
Oh
dude,
yeah, your mom's fat. You're
yeah,
fat.
but you're the one like poking the bear. Or you're the ones being like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
You know.
It's it's a very fucking high school mentality, dude. And it's like y'all got fucking grown ass families, y'all grown ass men, like grow up, dude, please. Like just have some sensibility, like take responsibility for your actions, like they all have consequences.
Well, to me, it's about showing respect where respect should be shown,
Hmm.
and of course, like if CM Punk weren't someone to respect, I would get them being like this, but there are like at least half a locker room that respects CM Punk, right? So like honestly, he deserves respect. It's not just like, oh, we have a veteran WWE star here, we need to respect him. No, he's like earned that, and
Hmm.
I would get if no one respected him, but at least half your locker room, whenever they separated Collision and all that, respect CM Punk. So there's some respect there that's earned, and they
Yeah.
they obviously want to disrespect him, and of course he's from that old school way. Well, you disrespect me, I'm gonna have to like put you in check, and
Hmm.
it doesn't mesh well when they're like, "Oh, you hit me," but you rowdy disrespected him.
I'm not hitting you. Oh, you hit me, but I didn't hit you. Which makes me the victor.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor. Uh, but yeah, we'll continue on with these thoughts on. Here's Triple H talking on the Pat McAfee show about Oh, they're saying Will Ospreay when some people are saying it isn't Will Ospreay, but it kind of like hints at Will Ospreay, right?
That's what I was thinking too. I think it was about Osprey.
Yeah, we'll listen here.
Despite what anyone may say, the best talent in the world is in the WWE, and it's been that way for a really long time. And you talk about the 24/7 aspect of your job. How do you maintain the just everything you have going on in house and the current superstars on the roster, and also looking at like talent acquisition and finding the next Cody Rhodes or some of these other guys? Like how do you split that beam? How do you be where your feet are essentially, while also looking out for the future of the business?
That's the trick, right? It's the trick in all of this. I say for me as well, like, married, 3 kids. I want to spend time with them. People ask me all the time, work-life balance. It's bullshit. There isn't work-life balance. There is none. You do the best you can. Be present where you are. If there are things that I used to be on top of all the time, I would keep track of everybody that was everywhere that was in this business working, right? I don't have time to do that anymore. I have people that do that. People like William Regal and different folks that are out there that I get reports on everybody. I know who's out there. I know how good they are. I know what their potential is. I see what's out there. I see what's don't. And I don't subscribe to the, oh, well, this guy says they're good. That guy says they're good. I have to see it and feel it, right? I have people that I trust. It's just keeping track of who's out there, how good they are, and what you think they can do. And because they succeed someplace else doesn't mean they'll succeed at the big time. How many players go from college football at a high level and fail in the NFL? It's massive, right? It's a different game. It's a different world. If they're not here to be all in on this, like when I see people that come out of, trying to make it, and then they pick the job where they go, well, they work less, the schedule's lighter. All right, then I'm glad I didn't get you. Okay. Because if you're not in it for the grind, at that point early in your career, you have no business being here.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think that's kind of shade at Osprey, which is, I don't know, to a sense it's like kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say petty. It's like I understand, but it's like, I don't know, it is kind of weird that he's throwing. It's not said it's at Osprey, but I feel like it is Osprey.
yeah. I think it's said to Ospreay, and then as an example for anyone else who is saying, "Oh, I chose AEW because of the lighter schedule or this and that," when that's like what people say is like the hardest part of WWE is like, oh, well, it's strict schedule. We're always doing this and that. We're always on the road, and it's like, I mean, there's a point there. The bigger corporation, where the big boys play or whatever.
And then he also said, "Oh, like if you're gonna be choosing like the lighter route, especially at you're young of an age, he's all then you got no business being here." That's where I felt like, okay, he was specifically calling out Osprey.
So here's Will Ospreay at that same show, mind you, where the CM Punk footage was shown. Here's Will Ospreay replying to Paul Levesque in a few ways. So let's see here this promo. Will Ospreay just said Paul Levesque is the only position. Okay.
Seen as the guy that said it is only in the position he is in because he was grinding on the boss's daughter. You are in no position to tell me what the grind is all about, my
dude, man.
What are your thoughts about this and the little grind he did while saying it?
I feel like you feel like a teacher that's gone from your class for like one day, and then you come back and then you get like an email from the substitute saying, "Oh, in my 15 years of substituting, this is the worst class I have ever subbed in my life." And then you read it out to everybody saying like, "Oh, what this kid did, what that kid did." That's how I feel like, man. I am just disappointed.
I feel like this would have gotten lost in the sauce if the episode didn't have that CM Punk airing, so it's like not only did you have that, but you had this, and then later on in the show, I don't know if you saw that AEW, but they had like who was it? Mariah May and some Asian girl like make out, like kiss in the ring. So
Yes.
there was a lot of like really trying to like hard to cater to. I don't know what audience.
Like there was a lot of like risque shit. Well,
Yeah,
like to an extent risque, I guess. You know, dude, man, this makes him look childish too.
yeah. To me, I'm like, where's the wrestling? There's just
I don't,
dudes showing backstage footage, guys delivering promos to people that aren't even on the same network, the same show, women making out. Like, what is this? Is this
fucking. It's you're bitching about how Triple H said you don't know what the grind is, that you're never afraid of the grind. But you chose AEW because you said it was because of the grind.
literally,
Like
literally,
you,
like
you said it was a schedule. Like don't get me wrong, like he had his reasons. Like I know he said that he wants to stay in the UK because he's dating someone there and like, he's pretty much like a stepfather now. Like he wants to be a good role model there. And like by all means, like I get it, but dude, it will just make you look like the bigger person if you just didn't fucking if you didn't retaliate like this. If you just
mhm.
didn't fucking say anything. And it's like, yeah, dude, you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, but it's in the end, it's like I feel like a lot of wrestlers like they want to be maybe like British, and like from like the UK and United States that the WWE is like such a big influence on them, and now just for you to be one of the best wrestlers in the world, just talk shit about that company, I'm pretty sure they're not even gonna bother hiring you because I'm pretty sure in the end, like you would want to wrestle at like a WrestleMania, but it's like you're wrestling in like half filled arenas and like, dude, like they're half filled. Like it's
Oh,
sucks.
dude, no, it's terrible, and I'm about to get to that. Actually, here's so. Speaking of the SmackDown and Raw setup seen over the WrestleMania weekend, which it looked kind of different, like a little bit smaller here, will be the norm going forward as to a way to roll back certain aspects of production in favor of packing more fans into the arenas.
Man, dude, that's the thing you want to see. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we go to this video here. Let's see if it's not taken down of AEW, and this was supposedly from Collision last night because we're recording on Sunday. This is
Mhm.
Collision.
Look at like 2 to 3 o'clock.
Dude,
And I mean, look at that hard camera side. There's like no one over here. There's just the camera.
nobody, man, nobody. This is like WWE circa like 2016 again, like 2017.
This is some pandemic shit right here.
It is.
And if you want to like dispute this, here's a video here of Thunder Rosa coming out during Collision. And if you notice, she just waves to like everyone on the right, and they just focus the camera on the right. Watch.
Oh yeah.
Very nice, clever camera tricks
I
to
know that's the same shit with Ospreay. He was like the same camera angle.
yeah, that's really bad. That's
Man, dude. But please keep giving free money to WWE, man. Let them live rent free in your heads. Dude,
or
it's upsetting, man.
yeah, because I do want AEW to succeed. I really do. There are some like very good talent there. Like we've talked about, Swerve, Powerhouse Hobbs, Darby Allin. Like
Hmm.
even women there. Even like Thunder Rosa. Who else is homegrown there? I don't know. Athena's good. Chris Statlander. Like I want them to succeed, but it's like hard to root for them when they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Uh-huh. It is, dude. I just sound so disappointed. Man. It's just, and
Uh,
I knew this episode was gonna get me like this too, man. Like once we're gonna start talking about this shit, it's like just focus on doing your own thing. Like it
yeah,
doesn't have to be about WWE, who's better than who. Impact ain't doing it. New Japan ain't doing it. CMML ain't doing it. At least I think. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Uh, but it's like I can't say the same for fucking Ring of Honor. I can't say the same thing for AEW, especially. Like there has to be some performers in the company that are just like fed up with this. I mean, obviously we saw Renee right now too. She's just like she looks embarrassed.
yeah.
And it's like
Yeah,
because she's just like, hey, like I still got friends over there too. Like you don't understand.
like, hey, I kind of want a job after this once this company goes under.
I know, dude, and it's like she has to accept it because that's her job, and
Mhm.
she has to put up with it, man.
Yeah, and then Tony Khan looks like the kind of guy that obviously won't fire you, but if you don't agree with him, suddenly you'll be sent home and
Or like
not
he'll
be
take you
on
off the
TV.
show.
Yeah, not be on TV anymore. And it's just like, all right, I guess that's a way to handle things.
So, but before we move on, like, what do you think is the next move for them to do, or what do you think is gonna happen next after all this shit? Like, do you think they're gonna continue being petty, or do you think something's gonna knock some sense into them, and be like, "Hey, we should probably do something different."
It all depends on. I feel like if WWE retaliates, and I don't see like obviously Triple H or the CM Punk retaliating on air, I could see maybe like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory maybe making fun of it, and then that
Mm-hmm.
may that because because they're the comedy group and they can do whatever they want, so maybe they'll write it into that to them, and that'll give AEW enough like, ooh, we got to say something back, and it'll just keep fucking with AEW like that instead of like putting them in the main event star or main event people's mouths on WWE. They'll be in the lower card, mid card
Yeah,
people make not even like directly talking about them, just making fun of them in a way. And I think AEW will stay petty. Tony Khan seems like the kind of person that would stay very petty about that shit.
I I agree. Like, just keep it on Twitter. It's funnier when you see it on Twitter. You know what I mean? But it's like when you start doing it on live TV and it takes away everybody's time. It takes away the fucking focus from your performers, from your company, and you're just giving free real estate, like to WWE, free promotion. Shit, that's badass. Um, it doesn't go good for them, and I just want something to change, man. Like just because you want to see their arenas packed, you want to see the good wrestling, you want to see the good storylines, but they're focused on all this other shit. It just makes me not give a shit.
Even if it's not even with AEW, even if it's not the good storylines, like I still do want like the good matches there, even if the storylines don't make sense, like they don't do. They're just randomly thrown together. But when you do petty shit like that and it doesn't really make sense to the the fan, like the common fan, it's only to the people who keep up with wrestling,
Hmm.
it doesn't help anyone like try to get new customers. It just keeps the core fan base
Yeah.
slightly entertained. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hmm.
It's all it's just petty. It's fucking goofy.
Yeah, man, it really is.
But moving on to some more petty stuff. I had told you about this. So Zelina Vega is in the.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
about the news. Did you see about this?
I did.
So apparently, she paid a fan so much for like a custom set of, I don't know, the chanclas or wings or something to be done customly, right?
It was
Custom made.
the chanclas, and I think it was like a headpiece that she was supposed to have.
Hmm. And so the fan was like, "Oh, she screwed me over this and that." She said the pieces melted through the mail or didn't get there, and they ended up just using the chancla, but they only paid this much when they should have been valued at this much. Uh, she's a terrible person, blah blah blah. For Puerto Rican, she's a disgrace, yada yada. And of course, the internet's quick to jump on
The
hating,
bandwagon.
hating people. I guess Zelina Vega, especially, maybe they just like to hate her. I don't know. I think she's a cute little piece of meat, but a cute little kebab. I don't know what you call Puerto
Oh
Ricans.
man,
A cute little
kebab.
a cute little pork stick. But
Oh shit.
so Selena Vega had to like come back on Twitter and brought herself back on Twitter because I guess she had deactivated it or at least wasn't on here,
Uh-huh.
and had to clear the air. And basically, she's like, I did not want any hate sent to any of these people or situations I'm about to clear up. If you're a fan of mine, please don't hate them. This isn't meant to be Twitter fun, but I have the right to defend myself. Excuse the slow responses. I'm traveling today. None of my other gear makers have had any issue with me, and if they did, we handled it in person. My intent, being highly upset at what Trolls blew this up to be, is to get to a place where everyone feels okay about things. I thought this is where my team and her got to. Once it left my hands, I was moving, working, and dealing with a sick family member. I left it in the hands and it seemed to be settled. Starting with someone else who came up and said they did some art for her named Sangre Bomb. I asked, would you be interested? Do you want compensation for? Apparently, it was like a controller skin drawing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the diagram here or whatever diagram, but they were like, "Oh yeah, I'll help draw this skin for you for a controller." And Zelina was like, "Well, how do you want to be paid?" And they're like, "No, no, just send me a picture with you and an autograph, and that's enough." Okay, yeah, no problem. And then whenever I guess she showed it on her YouTube channel, the person was suddenly like, "Well, your YouTube channel has a lot of views. Why didn't you shout me out?" And it's like, "Well, that's compensation. Like now you're asking to be compensated by being shouted out on YouTube."
Like she
Like,
actually had receipts.
yeah. Like I thought we discussed this, and but then she did shout out the person, and then later on, that person like came online and was saying, "Yeah, I got screwed over, but I didn't know because I was a fan just trying to help them out and blah blah blah." And so that's what happened there with this person. And then on the other situation with the wings, I mean, there's a lot of videos, and I mean, she looks hot. That's all
Oh
I
no, yeah,
really.
absolutely.
I like how she's like in the middle of dyeing her hair, so it's like,
It has it on her forehead.
yeah. But so basically, she says that it came in like damaged or something. They had to fix it. They had to talk about it. They said it was all right. Here's this amount, that amount. They came to an agreement, and then that person started like bashing her, saying, "Oh, you never tagged me, but here's Zelina tagging everyone that she gets." She had
Uh-huh.
so she had all the like evidence showing like, hey, all y'all are making something out of nothing.
I'm
You
sorry.
know,
I'm just reading that comments. Can someone summarize this? I don't feel like listening to all of this.
well, and then someone's like, just listen to it. I'm not going to summarize what she said to be misconstrued. And a lot of people still just want to hate Zelina Vega. Like they're like, I don't care. I still hate her. And it's just like, okay, well then that's a whole nother thing, but you can't
So
hate her for this.
that person, that Sangre Bomb, is that the one who made the chancla and the headpiece?
No, that's the controller skin, and the one who made the headpiece is named Mecha something.
Oh, like make a Sune, some
Mecha
shit like that.
situation. Mecha something, right? But
Situation. Uh-huh.
but yeah, she's basically saying that it came in damage. We had to, fix it. And I thought once it got to a point where my people were gonna handle it, which I guess is her, her team, her assistants or whatever, she thought it was cool. But then here comes the artist saying, "Oh no, they screwed me over." Da da da. And I don't know, like my opinion on this, and you can like chime in with that, is like you should be upfront with. I don't know how it is working with really like celebrities, right? But you should be upfront and be like, all right, here's what we're gonna charge, here's what we're gonna do, cool. But if you need me for anything else, keep me in mind. But here's these two people burning bridges with like not only a huge star of WWE, but someone who could get them more work through word of mouth to someone else in the WWE. And I don't know. I don't know why you would like burn a bridge like that. And I don't know. What do you think of the situation? Because maybe you might know Zelina Vega better, or
Yeah, as a Puerto Rican myself,
yes, Puerto
as
Rican
a
female.
as a Puerto Rican female, who loves anime myself,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's weird when it comes to like I guess, well, like they say, small businesses or like personal artists, because when you get something commissioned, like obviously you want it, like I feel like you will want that promotion, because it will bring in like good business. But from what I'm understanding from this, because all I understood was the screenshots of that TikTok video where it's like, oh, Selena Vega, she robbed me of like $2,500. She only paid me 900. Support small businesses. As a Puerto Rican, she's a disappointment. I feel like that's kind of fucked up.
I feel like that's trying to tug at your heartstrings with like, oh, she robbed me of this. She only paid me this, but she robbed me. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, you still got
Drink
paid.
Duff responsibly. Drink Duff responsibly.
Because she
I
still
don't.
got paid. It's just yeah, like you put in work for this much, it didn't work out, whatever. I don't know. Like I don't see sympathy on
So
that.
did so the conversation, the text, the messages that we were being showed, that was between her and another artist.
Yeah.
Okay, man, but it's just so weird. I feel like I'm just confused because I don't know too much about like the chancla, the headpiece situation, where it's like she's showing receipts from a different situation where it's
Hmm.
like, oh, see, like I do talk to the artist and I ask them what they get. Maybe she doesn't do that with everybody, but then again, maybe she does. Like I just don't know the whole story. But man, it's quick to jump on a bandwagon. It's quick to try to like cancel people, because I feel like after a while, people are just gonna forget this until she gets like some praise again, and they'll be like, oh well, she doesn't pay locally owned business, like artists or like some shit like that. At that point, it's like, oh, like as a Puerto Rican, like she's a disappointment. I'm like, man, dude, that's you're reaching for the
That's
fucking
stretching
bottom
it.
of the barrel. Like
Yeah, that's stretching
that's
it
real
there.
stretching it. Like you're just talking about like commissioned artwork. Like I feel like, especially as an artist, I feel like you have to be, like you said, you have to be very direct and very specific with the type of credibility that you want or the type of payment you want to receive,
Yeah.
and then like be specific about it up front, because like you said, that second artist with the controller skin, like they showed it off on the YouTube channel, like, oh shit, like now you should credit me because I didn't realize you had a big YouTube channel. But then she's like crediting everybody that worked on her design, because I follow her on Instagram, And I feel like she does credit everybody, like as far as like whoever worked on her piece, whoever does like a shoot with her and stuff like that, like everyone that like goes into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's from the looks of it, I feel like that's like the proper etiquette. But now I'm just thinking like it's probably on the fault of the artist. But then again, I don't know if Zelina Vega does that with everybody. Dude, she looks so fucking fine right there.
I know. That's why I just keep rolling this footage. If you're just listening, we're just
Just-
watching Zelina Vega talk. Yeah,
It's just
very
on
hot.
mute.
Yeah, very even more attractive because she's on mute. Um, and then I would say, if you want to be considered, even if you are a small business, right, professional artist, handle it personally and privately. Why are you gonna air it all on Twitter? Try to get this mob against Selena? Like, how is that gonna make anything better? You know?
It doesn't really. It's like, you know, she's making she's still making money regardless. Like I feel like this isn't gonna affect her in the long run. Like, oh, like she's a piece of shit, like for not crediting artists, whatever. But are you gonna get a big business out of it? Because from what I understand, you charge a $900 deposit, and that's kind of like over budget of anything I want to spend money on.
But then also, I think it just ruins other potential because people, stars like her, right, or other people are gonna be like, man, I don't want to work with small businesses if they're gonna try to like catch me on some shit and then just fucking air out everything that we can handle privately online. Like, I'd rather just work with my team, the graphics team here. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
it,
And I feel like maybe with that business owner too, the artist that made the chocolate, it's I try to understand from both points of view, but it's like the WWE schedule is like so hectic and like so like, hey, we need this like ASAP. And then for her to be like, oh, like this is something that took this is supposed to take months, but it took 3 weeks. Like it's like, well, yeah, it's like, you know, you don't know if you're gonna be part of a show or like a big spectacle until like the day of, or you know, like a couple weeks prior. You know, like
yeah,
it should have been expected. And not only that, it's like you're charging for like the probably the extra shipping fee, which is charged up the ass as well. I don't know. I need to look more into this. I need to look at more videos of Selena Vega.
yes, we all need more videos of her on mute, just airing her struggles. But I don't know. I just thought that was weird thing to pop up out of nowhere, and that's she like felt the need to come out to defend herself. Which, I mean, I'm glad because again, I'm not on the side of big corporate business, but I feel like this stuff should be handled privately and not just like air it on Twitter
In a
and
more
think,
professional manner.
yeah, yeah, especially if you're saying, "Oh, I'm a professional business, blah blah blah," but you're airing it all on Twitter. Like, just handle it personally. Like, message her and say, "Hey, I don't feel like I was compensated fairly. Can we discuss this again?" You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know, whatever. But you know, pettiness is next to godliness, or whatever they say.
I know some rap
Um,
song.
yeah, one of those P Diddy. Uh,
Watch out for
here,
Diddy.
here is breaking news as of yesterday. I guess I don't know if you heard about it. As per Fightful, Drew Gulak was accused by former Raw SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey of misconduct. WWE is taking this matter seriously. Gulak is removed from NXT, also not to mention his name. Do you know what he did to Ronda Rousey? Do you recall?
It was something with the like the drawstring, right, of her tights.
Yeah, that
Like
he pulled on it.
he pulled on it, or I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Like, is it really pulled on it, or like his hand actually like I
So
don't
if
know.
I remember his official statement, which I didn't pull up here, he said he went to like shake her hand and accidentally grabbed her drawstring, and everyone was like, or whatever awkward shit it was, with that
Yeah.
absence, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like they're making a mountain out of a molehill, I guess is the saying
Uh-huh.
with this.
I found a tweet. He just put backstage at a WWE event in 2022. I saw Ronda talking with the group in the hallway. I stopped to say hi and shake all their hands. And in an attempt to shake her hand, I accidentally touched her drawstring. Complete accident, and one that I apologize to her for the mishap. And he turned off the anybody to like
Comments?
reply to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was how long ago was that? That was on April 3rd.
Pretty recent, huh?
Yeah, like at the beginning of the month.
So I don't know if I know we had talked about it that she put out that book, her memoir, second memoir, whatever, and it's essentially just like talking shit about the WWE. Like,
I
if
know,
have you
man.
seen a lot of the comments about it, like about her, like the blurbs about it?
Not too much. It's just like her just shitting on like Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard. Who else was she shitting on? Just the fact she said it was like a misogynistic company, saying if like at the Saudi shows, if Vince McMahon could treat women how Saudi Arabia treats women, like he would. And I'm like, I would have put that past Vince.
I'm pretty sure he already does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does, man.
He doesn't need Saudi to
Oh
do
no.
that.
Did she say something about Logan Paul or what?
So this was her, and I actually watched this on the Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast. Ronda Rousey lavished praise on Logan's Paul WWE progression, his promo ability, and his fantastic performances. Rousey also noted that she wished she was allowed a similar time frame to rehearse and prepare for her matches that Paul gets before his bouts. So she says he's great on the mic, he does a great job. I wish I was allowed the time to rehearse that he gets. It's not evenly spread. He's like their next big star. They're rolling out the red carpet. It goes to show that if you give people the time to rehearse and the resources, you can do amazing things. It's frustrating that everybody doesn't get that treatment. My first match with them was incredible because we had 6 weeks to rehearse. All the best minds in the business coming and putting their 2 cents, and it was an instant classic. Then they never did it again. I was like, why isn't this the model? They're doing that with Logan Paul, and he's having these fantastic performances. Look what you guys can do when you actually put organization and effort into things. It blows my mind that this billion-dollar company is succeeding in spite of itself in so many ways. So, what do you think of this comment from Ronda Rousey about Logan Paul?
You had 6 weeks to practice for one match. I feel like that's more than enough time. But then again, I don't know how much time Logan Paul's actually been given, like to
Oh,
to like rehearse for a match. He seems fucking natural at it, but it's because he wasn't like training for MMA his whole life. I but I feel like they expected, but then again, it's like how they said she was that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my words. That the red carpet's being rolled out for Logan Paul, but dude, you were given the belt like that same year you fucking debuted. Like, you know what I mean? And you ran with it for a while, and then you were like the first woman to main event of fucking WrestleMania. Logan Paul hasn't done that yet, and I don't know. I feel like it's just like I don't want to say nitpicking. Is that the right word that I'm thinking of? I, I don't know really what to say about it. I feel like I'm trying to find something to complain about or like to add to it. But it's like I guess she's right, but then again, I don't know too much about how much time Logan Paul's given or how much money is like being involved or like star wise. I'm not too sure.
yeah. So there are a lot of like variables here. Like we don't know what Logan Paul, how long he gets to rehearse, or how the training for him might be because it could be different. But I will say, of course, like they're gonna rehearse or whatever she wants to call it, rehearse, right? of the big match when she first debuted, because it was what, her and Kurt Angle, right, versus Stephanie and Triple H.
Yep.
So one that's like quite a few people in the match. They want to get it right. It's at WrestleMania, right? Was it?
Mm-hmm.
So of course they want that to be big. They're gonna do a lot for her because she wasn't even a WWE star. She was just like a special guest, right, from UFC.
No, I think they signed her on at
Mm.
that time. Like they just signed her contract.
So she was not a wrestler. She was just a UFC personality, like guest wrestling there or whatever. So of course they want to like get it all right. So they're gonna like do a lot with it to make sure it's the perfect event. And then afterwards, of course, they don't really care because it's not WrestleMania. They're like, all right, well, put in whatever work you want to get, you know. And Logan Paul, I feel like he is putting in the work that he gets out. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like doing that to Ronda Rousey for the first match of her career is kind of like spoiling it for her because now she thinks all the matches are like that, and it's like, nah, we did that just for you that one time, so WrestleMania would be good, you know, like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like we wanted that to be perfect, which is why we did it so well, and then she had everyone else to kind of cover for her, all the veterans like Triple H, Kurt Angle, you know, to cover any mistakes she might make. That's why it was a classic or whatever. But I feel like Logan Paul is actually kind of taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to sound misogynistic, even though I'm pretty sure I am. But she, yeah, like he says, nitpicking. Like, I don't know why she's comparing herself to Logan Paul when I feel like she should, I don't know, then compare yourself to other people because I don't know. Logan Paul is not even, yeah, like you said, he wasn't even like a trained fighter before or a champion fighter. He was just a personality, you know, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe uh what, an amateur something, you know, but not nearly on the scale of a trained fighter like you were or a champion fighter, you know.
Yeah. Um. Dude, I really don't know, and I feel like she's probably just upset too because like toward the end of her WWE run, it wasn't like really that great.
Mm-hmm.
Um. And plus, she was just given a lot of matches that were in the middle of the card. I feel like she was more upset. I think I said this last time that she didn't get her. She wasn't getting like a Brock Lesnar treatment, you know, like constant main events, constant fucking, you know, payouts and main event time, wrestling time. But it's like again, like Brock Lesnar, like he started off as a wrestler, went to MMA, so he still has like the wrestling background, you know, compared to you, like you know, you just done MMA. I'm pretty sure like your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it is nitpicking, but when she's trying to compare herself to like Logan Paul, as far as saying that he's getting a better treatment, like you had more main event matches, I think, than Logan Paul. He's only had one main event match compared to like you fighting at multiple pay per views, and not only that, you fucking main evented a WrestleMania, and it's weird. It's weird, but it's like you said, like she's just like constantly shitting on WWE.
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
I don't know, and it's like it's so weird because it's like it's for the better now compared to what it was say like 4 years ago, and I don't know. I don't know. I can't really put too much more into this.
Yeah, her whole book is just shitting on fest of everyone, you know, like that's all it
Uh-huh.
is. It's just talking shit about everyone. And I do want to still read it and listen to it, you know, but I feel like that's all it is. It's not even a memoir. It's just her talking shit about everyone that she wants to talk shit about, you know. And it's like, oh, it's in a book, so it must be true. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But moving on to I don't know if this is not Saturday. It is, well, Sunday. So
Oh man.
here's Big E. I didn't know his name was Etor Edwin Big E.
Yeah, Etor. Is that how you pronounce it? Etor?
I don't know. Etor
I
Edwin.
thought it was Etori. Ettore
maybe it
Edwin.
is.
I don't know, but
Torianzo.
it's a fucking sick name.
So, hey all, and this was on April 13th, so yesterday as we were recording.
Mhm.
Hey all, 2-year neck scans are in. Things are unchanged. My C1 has healed fibrously but has not formed new bone. I'm not medically cleared, and truthfully, I may never be cleared, but I am blessed to be free of pain, immensely happy, and otherwise healthy. Life is good.
Man.
And here's Renee Paquette saying, "Love you, dude. Glad you're feeling good." And he's like, "The boss is grinding on his wife."
Shut the fuck up.
No, no. He said, "Love you too, Renee." So,
It's like you don't know nothing about the grind when the boss is grinding up on your daughter. So don't talk to me about grind.
so, how do you feel about this? Because I know you're a huge Biggie fan.
Man, dude. Health is important, and I'm just glad, like we say all the time, that his neck isn't fucking broken, that he's not paralyzed. Knock on wood. And he's just living healthy, like I'm pretty sure after something scary like that, you it's kind of like a fear that it's like fuck, like it could happen again, or like if I break my neck again, it could be that could be it for me. I might not be able to walk.
Oh yeah, that's like his one. Like your PS5. Like you drop it once, and you're like, "Oh shit, that I can't
Yeah,
drop
like
this
my
again."
PS5. Yeah,
I got lucky that it didn't fucking die, the
so
first time.
lucky that.
Yeah, I'm never getting this close to the floor again, like
But overall, man, I'm just happy he's healthy. That's the important thing. I just miss seeing him on my TV screen.
well, and I mean, he shows like with WrestleMania, he's great as just a personality being there, whether it's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, was it the pre-match before the matches, like the
Mhm.
talk or whatever, or interviews, like he or even just was he the one that was at that fucking sandwich eating contest with Otis or whatever? Remember when
Oh
we saw
yeah,
that?
like the Philly cheesesteak one.
Yeah, he was like
Uh,
he was the one like in charge of that. That was pretty funny, like,
that was pretty fucking funny. Yeah.
yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like he's safe as far as the job goes, and
Oh yeah.
I'm glad he's healthy. I feel like he's actually one of the people that deserve it. He's one of the good ones. Not
I
the
know. Nah, for real, man. It's like I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about Big E, and I hope it stays that way. Oh, it will stay that way. I'm saying
yeah.
it right now. Timestamp this chat.
No, he's a good guy.
Chat, clip that.
Uh, what's his name? Who's my producer? Spiggy. And I don't know. Yo, Spiggy, edit that,
It's
Spiggy.
there you go. Clip that, Spiggy.
Going on that same merit, John Cena confirms that his time in the ring is coming to a close. Pat McAfee show, and here he looks like that like meme of that dude dressed as like a school kid that's old.
Oh, what's his name? Fucking Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
Hello,
hello,
my fellow
Philip.
students.
Like Mole Man dressed as Bart.
You
Cowabunga dude or
he
whatever.
looks like Ernest from the Ernest movies.
I saw a tweet of that shit. Fucking I don't know why I have in my head Paul Van Hoover.
I have no idea what his name is.
No, I should know his name. Fuck, I should know his name. Whatever. But yeah, so what do you think about this? I mean,
It makes me sad. It makes me realize I'm growing older. There's no going back. Cheese is expensive. Everyone does Coke.
oh my god, cheese is expensive.
I know cheese is expensive.
Eggs are
That's
expensive now too.
I know. Oh my god! And then John Cena's probably gonna retire. On top of eggs being expensive,
Dude,
times are changing, man.
I
They're
swear,
changing.
Israel.
I know, man.
No,
Gaza.
no, I was never in the era with John Cena, so this doesn't really hit me as hard. But you could just tell, like he, is still cool in the ring when he showed up at fucking WrestleMania with that big old 4.75 star finish and and he
showed up on Raw too.
yeah, I
To
actually
fight
have
with
video of that. I
Oh
actually have
man,
video of that. We could actually see that right now with R-Truth finally got to tag with John Cena and Truth has finished his story. His childhood
hero.
hero.
Did he see them? Him and Miz on Pat McAfee show. I think
No,
he
I
said
didn't.
something that he would wake up every Saturday morning to watch John Cena do his U.S. Open challenges.
R-Truth's great too, man. Even though he's
dude,
probably older than John Cena by like a couple of years.
dude, he is. I think he's older by like 5 years. I think.
Yeah, but John Cena's the
Dude.
one going bald and getting all tired.
Dude, this shit's so fucking funny, man. It cracks me up. But it does hit me because I grew up with John Cena. That's my childhood, man. Like John Cena, and I'm just there like, fuck, dude. I'm gonna be 30, and he's gonna retire, and it just makes me realize I'm getting fucking old.
But about to feel a little bit older here. AJ Styles says his body hurts when he gets out of bed every morning and knows that retirement is near. I know that feeling. I spent more than half my life doing this, but at some point you've got to let go. I don't want to disappoint you when you see AJ Styles. I want you to go, that's my guy, that's the guy I know, rather than go, man, he just isn't that same guy. He can't do what he used to do. I don't want to be that guy to you. I don't want to let you down. My time is coming. It's getting short, but I'm going to enjoy it. I promise you that. AJ Styles on retiring in the near future. What do you think of this? It sounds kind of like when the Undertaker was retiring on the same sort of level as that.
Mm-hmm. That's that too, man. And it's crazy to think that he has a longer tenure, or he has a longer time in WWE than he does in TNA.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. To think, I was like, he only debuted in 2016, but I was like, fuck, that was 8 years ago. Damn.
I hate math.
I know. I hate living.
I hate time. It's a construct.
I
Human
hate
construct.
cheese and how expensive it is.
Oh man! But speaking of the future, I don't know who this is. Maybe you can explain to me this. What? How do you say it? Guelia?
No, Julia.
Okay, that's kind of spelled differently. Julia tells Tokyo Sports that at NXT Stand and Deliver, she didn't realize the crowd pop was for her as she couldn't see the screen, and thus didn't realize she was on the screen. It was until someone told her the reaction was actually for her. She thought it was wasted and wanted to do it over again. Do you know of this talent, Julia?
She's from Stardom. The Japanese, I think they're called Joshi, like the women's wrestlers.
Hot. That's
and nah, dude, she kicks ass. I saw a couple of highlight videos of her. Some of the stuff she does, I don't think she could do in fucking WWE because it looks like it can actually kill somebody.
Oh yeah,
But
my
nah, dude, she
favorite.
kicks ass. And I felt bad, like not felt bad, but you could tell like they had the camera on her, and then she's just there, just kind of like minding her own business, and then so to like, oh, like the camera's on you, or like they're there for you. So she kind of like what, like they're for me, like and then she just like genuinely surprised, and so she felt all bad that was her reaction. So like trying to look all badass and everything. Because I think she's trying, from what I heard, she's trying to learn English, from what I'm understanding. But her English it's pretty good. It's better than a lot of English speakers.
She's Asian?
Yeah.
She doesn't look Asian. She's very wide-eyed.
No. She is. I don't know where she's from. Let me look up to see where she's from.
I don't know why I thought she was Samoan, because I thought we were on the Samoan hiring express. So I just thought she was Samoan for some reason. And then that name just doesn't look Japanese or Asian or whatever.
Emi Gloria Matsudo. Where the fuck is she from? The UK? What the fuck? Am I thinking of her?
I don't know. She was next to William Regal, right?
She's an English-born Italian Japanese.
Ooh, okay.
That's crazy.
That's why she's kind of wide-eyed. Yeah, I didn't think she was. I don't know. Maybe she is, but that's interesting.
Man. Quick facts: born. She is 30. She's from the UK. Huh.
Nice.
Maybe it was the thing where she was born in one country and then moved when she was younger.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
know.
make sense. I don't know.
But now her English is good, and she speaks a lot better than Americans who speak English. So I give her props for that.
Moving on to more new talent. Jacob Fatu has reportedly signed with WWE.
Yes, sir. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, we need more Samoans. What
Hell
we
yeah,
are.
dude.
This is Girl Scout season came early. We're getting a bunch of Samoans.
Hell yeah.
No, I guess that's cool.
Have you seen him wrestle?
Yeah, he's like one of those big dudes that can jump and moonsault and do all this crazy high flying shit for how big he is.
It's like a faster Keith Lee. Like, I mean, no hits on Keith Lee. Like, he's still very athletic. But this dude has the fucking speed, man. It's crazy how fast he fucking moves.
No,
but I'm surprised they haven't signed him like recently or like years ago. I meant.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for him because
I think I heard on Jim Cornette, like when they announced this, and Jim Cornette was like, "Boom, yes, finally," because he's all about Jacob Fatu, I guess. Apparently.
Dude, Jacob Fatu is fucking awesome. He's my favorite. Right before Jay.
Threatening. He looks very threatening. I'll say that.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, he looks like he fucking fights for fun. Or he's the type. He's the type
the bones of children.
What's the type? He looks like he's one of those dudes in high school. Like, hey, where's my hug at? But like he can fight back. He goes, hey, you rocker, huh? You rocker, huh? Yeah, I listen to rock too. I like Metallica. And then, like, he tries to be cool with you, but it's like, I would never fight him. I would never want to be on his bad side. But he looks like he's that type of dude that's like kind of cool with everybody, but kind of cringy too.
Yeah, he looks pretty fucking scary. Like he like if you made the wrong joke, he couldn't take it. Like, what do you mean by that? No,
Right.
This is what I mean. All right.
What do you mean Seal walked into a club? What happened?
What do you mean you can't see him? I see him. He's right there.
Fool, he's right there, fool. Oh my god, fool. Quit fucking with me, dog. Come on,
You're in
Oos.
my fucking head. You're in my fucking head.
Oos, he's right there, Oos. Quit fucking with me.
And more Samoans are us. Tama Tonga. Oh, I have this here. Tama Tonga calls AEW a mid-card company. So they signed Tama Tonga, WWE. What do you think of that?
I love that. That's the fucking picture you have.
Yeah. That's
great.
To me.
Now he debuted finally, and it was pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. But like there was this account I follow on Twitter, like, oh, is Tama Tonga good? And everybody's already shitting on him. Nah, man, he's pretty shit. He's all right. And I'm like, man, dude, fuck off. Give them a chance, my guy. Honestly,
I saw that one video of him doing those like chops. That's the one they keep like referencing to from Japan or whatever. And to me, it's like, dude, just wait and see what they do with him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It's like wait to see what they do, man, because people are just so quick on shitting on others, man. They don't want anybody to succeed. It's like the fucking comment section on TikTok. Everyone just wants to be a fucking hater.
I like how we're saying that everyone wants to shit on him, and here's him shitting on AEW.
Oh, dude, it's so funny though. Nah, but the way he debuted, it was pretty fucking badass. Like I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But from what I heard, well, and I don't know how much truth this is, that he would talk a lot of shit about the Young Bucks or like AEW or the Bullet Club or whatever they were, Bullet Club Gold before, and he was kind of like blackballed from AEW, and that's why he never like signed with them.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and now he's with WWE, so he can talk all the shit he wants.
I know, dude. Fucking. I know there's a video of him that they won. I don't know if they won like the Ring of Honor championship belts, but like he's backstage, and then he picks up the belt off the floor. He fucking throws it across the room. He's like, "Get this shit out of here, man!" But it was the belts that they just won. Because I think he was talking shit about Ring of Honor. If I find a video, I'll send it to you. I forgot what it was about.
I'm surprised they kept that name, Tama Tonga. They didn't name him like Siki Sumo Sama.
Duo Sokola. Is there solo and duo Sokola?
Coco Melon. No, I don't know.
Never mind. I was gonna sound racist as fuck. I had to stop.
But yeah, that's cool. That's what they need, more Samoans to build a more
I
of
know.
a dynasty over there.
I'm over here thinking like, man, Tama Tonga looks like I wouldn't want to fight him either. Look at him, like.
Dude.
I wouldn't want to fight him, and then Corey Grace. You know what he say? That he's the fucking son of Haku. I'm like, oh, definitely, I don't want to fuck with him. His dad could kick my ass too.
No, I would fight Adam Cole though. Like,
I think who would I have a chance against?
I would feel
Michael
bad.
Cole.
Nah, Michael Cole looks kind of like he could fucking like actually.
He just like the double chops to the neck.
He just Canadian destroys you.
I don't see.
Yeah. No, and then you work with him somehow. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as news today. I know this is the last bit of news I have. I thought you'd find this interesting if you didn't see it. The AEW launches All Elite Arcade, a new gaming podcast hosted by Evil Uno and Adam Cole. And
that's cool.
I think this is cool, but I don't know what to think about it because it's like, Adam Cole, you need to start wrestling. What's wrong,
Dude, honestly, I don't know about you. It's so hard for me to hate Adam Cole. Like, he just seems like such a genuine, nice guy. And it's like, man, I want the best for him. It's like the sour gummy bears. First they're sour, then they're sweet. And I'm just like, man, dude, I want to be buddies with him. I want to play Halo 3 with Adam Cole.
I just worry about him. It's more of I'm making fun of him to like get him to make a change. It's like when my parents would make fun of how fat I was, but it's like to motivate me to lose weight,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My dad makes fun of me because I'm bald.
I don't think you could. You're just there, trying to grow hair, like.
But it's like I just shit my pants like 5 times a day,
and then one hair.
I was like, all right, 10 more shits to go, baby. Let's go.
I love these man diapers. These dude wipes.
Yeah, dude. Available each week on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the AEW Games YouTube channel. Huh.
Starts tomorrow as we record this. Oh, starts today as this comes out at April 15th.
Right.
You can check that out. But yeah, that's all the news. Got a couple of video botches. Let me see here. Here's Petey Williams inventing the Canadian Destroyer.
Oh my god. That's fucking funny.
And for all those listening, it's just the guy from the fucking
Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he invented the Canadian Destroyer. What have I done?
That's a good movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's fucking long. You gotta dedicate a whole day to it.
I think it's on Peacock, right? I think it just came out. Actually,
yes, it's on Peacock. I want to rewatch it again because I saw the early showing for the movie, and it was good. But I was like, "Fuck, it's 3 hours long," and I was like almost like falling asleep during like some of the important parts.
You missed the Marvel references in the after credit scene with
Yeah, do, 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 do. It's Thanos throwing it back.
it's Einstein, Albert Einstein, in them.
Just
We got to make a team. What do we have here? Have I shown this yet? Let's see. Oh, it's this here. Wait, this is the Undertaker with
Dude,
Damian
oh
Priest.
my
I went to WWE event and met ... bisexual version of myself, and this isn't a real thumbnail.
dude,
As much
oh
as people
man,
wanted it to be, it isn't a real thumbnail. But I thought
that
it
is
was.
so fucking funny, man. For the audio listeners only, it's them poking fun at Undertaker's thumbnails for his YouTube channel because it's always like those clickbaity ones where it's like they have like a shocked face.
Uh,
And then the red circle over Damian Priest, and then there's an arrow pointing toward Undertaker. It says me, bisexual version of myself.
oh my god, it's hilarious! What do I have
Oh,
here? Oh, here's the picture of Undertaker and Undertaker with a trans flag. same, same
dude.
joke we got going here. And
Oh, man.
some dude actually asked Damian Priest about it.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
have you seen this?
No. Am
Oh,
I
it's
gonna
pretty funny.
cringe?
Check it out.
You ever see the tweets about your resemblance to the Undertaker?
Yeah, Rhea sends me all those.
You're the bisexual Undertaker?
Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Like,
I don't either, but it comes up, and I'm like, okay, it's Undertaker is the okay.
yeah. So, the big one that Rhea gets happy about, that there's like a group of fans that call me baby girl.
Baby girl?
Yeah. Rhea thinks it's the funniest thing.
Oh, hey, baby girl.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that?
I
Why?
don't see that at all.
Yeah.
So-
I don't see them either.
Yeah, I guess it's an acquired taste. I don't.
Dude, have you seen the video where they talk about where like they're following Damian Priest around at WrestleMania and like everyone's congratulating him? It's on the WWE's YouTube channel. It's like 10 minutes long. But he just seems like such a nice guy, Damian Priest.
Yeah. No, I don't ever see anything negative about him. Except all I think about is the shitty matches he was in before he got the Money in the Bank. You know, like the what do we
Like,
say, the Day of the Dead? The
oh
one.
man, that
Yeah.
one was bad. I've heard two things about him. I don't know if they're true or not, but that like he had a threesome with someone and Matt Riddle.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. And supposedly right now, he's dating Lana.
Really?
Supposedly, because so in that video, everyone's congratulating him, right? And then someone took a screenshot of the video or like a little clip. It's Bobby Lashley congratulating him. He's like, "Hey, brother, welcome to the club." And then they're like, "Oh, you know what club he's talking about?" I'm just like, I don't get it. So I was like looking it up. And supposedly it's like, oh, like they both fucked Lana. And I was like, what? And then supposedly there's like a bunch of TikToks on Lana's TikTok page where her and Damian Priest are like hanging out.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
he's in quite a few of them too. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh, I didn't know that. Good for him.
I mean, but that third person with him and Matt Riddle, was it a woman? I hope.
No, I don't know.
It's not confirmed.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. Like I just saw a bunch of people talking about it on Twitter in the incognito tab. Did Damian Priest have a threesome with Riddle?
The suspense.
A woman on Twitter who seemed to have been dating Matt Riddle accuses him of cheating on her with a teenage lover. Oh,
Oh
okay.
Lord. Yeah, no, that's not.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, it's just someone. I don't know, dude. What the fuck? They're accusing Riddle of being a piece of shit. This isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get lost in the shuffle of Matt Riddle controversy with
There's one that says Damian Priest and Matt Riddle are out here doing what?
and it's the Undertaker thumbnail.
Right.
Yeah, shock face.
Let me see. Oh man, damn it! It's telling me to download X. I already have X. Whatever. I'll find out later.
I mean, that's cool if they do, but I feel like Damian Priest and Matt Riddle both have long hair, so they could, in the
Long
dark,
dicks.
in the dark, it all feels like a woman, I guess, especially if everybody's ripped with like wrestling bodies.
It has to be another woman.
I
Why
would
did I
hope.
look upset? I'm just like generally thinking about it.
Here's a double decker moonsault.
Oh, he had two people.
Yeah, like the double decker taco, but with two people.
Oh, instead of a taco.
Yeah, instead of beans and a soft tortilla, it was an extra person. That's pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive. I mean, I can't do
Yeah.
that shit. Who's that? Shane
Yeah.
Mercer?
I
Yeah,
have no
Shane
idea.
Mercer.
Really? Oh yeah. Oh dang.
Double decker moonsault. That sounds delicious.
Hell yeah. What do we have here? John Cena sends Solo Sikoa through a table. South Korea. I don't understand this joke.
No. Dude, so supposedly, well, I don't think it was the newsletter. Maybe it was the newsletter, but like South Korea had like a bunch of votes. We're talking about like, oh, the most hated wrestler, Solo Sikoa. Worst on the mic, Solo Sikoa. Worst match of the year, Solo Sikoa versus John Cena. And like all the matches that were hating on all the matches that were like, or all the I'm sorry, the categories that were like, oh, worst stuff, worst stuff, worst stuff. All of them were Solo Sikoa and somebody else, but it was all just from South Korea.
Game
So
is
like,
actual like.
yeah, so like the meme is like South Koreans just fucking hate Solo Sikoa.
I thought for some reason, I don't know why I read it as Solo Sikoa sending John Cena through a table, and I thought it was because he had said that like Taiwan was a city of its
Or
own.
like Thailand wasn't a country or something.
Yeah. That's I don't know why. That's what I thought. But whenever I saw it again, I was like, I don't get this. This doesn't make sense. What do I have here? Oh, apparently this was last night. I guess Shelton Benjamin was at the Australian Stampede as the gold standard.
Ooh.
Weighing in at 250 pounds, international wrestling superstar, the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
Nim, this is a living legend. Shelton Benjamin. This is a man we've watched compete for 20 years. He looks like he is as young as ever. This man does not age. An absolute freak of nature, the one and only Shelton Benjamin.
I feel bad that he gets it in WWE still. Like he looks good. Like
No, he looks great.
Yeah.
I just that's what AEW needs to do, man. They need to dim the lights and have all the lights facing toward the ring. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, there is a production issue with AEW and how they fill their arenas, but I don't know. Like, I'm glad he's still healthy. I just feel bad that and I don't know. Maybe he's just doing this because he wants to and not for money. But
Mhm.
he's just still in great shape. Like, I don't know why WWE cut him. I hope they bring him back with this
I feel
new
like they
Triple H
will in the
era.
future. I think they
Yeah,
will. Maybe as like a producer or something.
yeah. He looks fucking great still.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how he did at this match, but I'm sure he did great. He looks fucking great. Let's see here. This might be the greatest gif of all time. I think you sent this one to me of
Look how far he slid.
dude, the perfect like how the bottle cap fucking falls off of his head and
For audio listeners only, it's the GIF. The GIF is Randy Orton fucking kicking the shit out of ISO Speed when he's in the prime bottle suit. Dude, he
it's
kicks the fucking shit out of
it's the
him.
perfect like speed up to slow down too when it does it, you know? Like I don't know.
It needs to pop up wasted, like from GTA.
No, it is a great fucking GIF, and I hate that little kid. I show speed, so I'm glad.
Dude, he was pissing me off because he kept pushing Randy Orton and he kept saying a bunch of like racist shit to him too.
To Randy Orton?
Or he was just saying the N word a lot.
Oh, I thought he was like calling him a cracker or something. I'm like,
No, he's like, "What
that's
you gonna
better.
do? Like, what you gonna do?" And then he like kept pushing him. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
dude, he's gonna legit kick your ass. And Randy Orton just like fucking dismantles the guy. Dude, man, fuck I show speed, man.
We have this year, but this was from Wrestling Observer News. Stone Cold Steve Austin was originally earmarked for the spot at the end of Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, but in the end, Austin and WWE couldn't reach a financial agreement, and as a result, Undertaker was put in his place. And you know, I keep saying this, and I want to believe it even more, but I want to believe it less now that the Wrestling Observer is saying it. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But
But
how much money? How much money do you think he wanted?
I don't know. I have no idea. Even some people were even speculating that Triple H's promo about Ospreay, because he didn't mention any names, was actually about Stone Cold, and I was like, no,
I
that
don't
was
think so.
that was a little too on the nose about taking days off and working less days,
Or
blah blah
being
blah.
young.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like Stone Cold was supposed to be there, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's
But
a shit. I'll work WrestleMania for free. I'll go in there. I'll save Cody Rhodes.
all he had to do was go in there, stun the Rock, and then catch a few beers, but whatever. I'm sure he
It
wanted a
is
lot
what
of
it
money.
is.
Here's Ricochet doing what he does best.
Oh, dude, this was so badass. It was a fucking springboard 450 splash through an announcer's table.
God, and he like,
Ooh,
yeah, you could tell he kind of hit.
that corner, dude.
Yeah, he hit that corner. I like how he says "I'm sorry" to his chick or whatever.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and then yeah, but
Ooh man.
I don't think he missed. He like he didn't undershoot it. He was just aiming for the guy's body, and the guy's body happened to be
Right
like
at the corner.
at the corner, you know. So like he landed perfectly on the dude, but the dude's body was like right at that fucking corner. See?
Nah, I think he did a good job.
Yeah,
But it's
because
just like, oh, go ahead.
Ricochet is like pinpoint accurate with this kind of shit, you know.
Yeah, no one's at fault there. It was just an awkward placement, like where Bronson Reed was at.
Yeah, look at that, because you see him hitting the fucking table there and shit.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I know that fucking hurts. How does he fucking do it? He still amazes me to this fucking day. Where it's like I think I've seen everything.
nah, he's just a great talent. I wish like him, he deserves more. You know what I mean? Like a bigger push. And
I think
hate that.
eventually he will get it.
Yeah, but I he's not ever gonna really be main event. Like it kind of sucks, you know.
Now he could have like a top of the hour card where it's like Sammy versus Gunther, like, you know, probably still the match of the night or something like that. Or
Well, he always
go ahead.
has moments like when him and
Mhm.
Logan Paul kept doing those moments. Was it the Royal Rumble?
Where they jumped at each other.
They did too, right? They had like one moment at the that one, and then they did like another moment when they did something else, but I don't remember what it was. Like, didn't they both jump on ladders that were in the ring from outside of the ring or something?
Oh, that was
Like,
probably Money in the Bank then. I think that was Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Dude, but nah, he's just so fucking crazy talented. It blows my mind.
No, he's fucking great. What do I have here? Oh, that's Ricochet. What's here? Oh.
Oh, Jesus. I know what you're talking about.
So we can play this audio clip here. Let me put the volume up real loud.
Hold on, just for audio listeners, you might want to turn it up because I know this volume's like kind of low.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the volume up. This is when Mercedes Moné was attacked by, I don't even know who, if it was a mysterious figure, but they just have the last few seconds of it here.
Mercedes Moné left laying. And Mercedes needs help. Mercedes Moné.
God.
Mercedes needs help.
Shit.
I have this bookmarked.
Dude,
I
that's
think
funny.
Sammy Guevara has it bookmarked. I think that's what I fucking tweeted.
I know, he's just there dreaming.
I don't know. She sounds hot. I don't know how she's doing at AEW right now, you know.
I don't think she's wrestled yet.
No, she's just been in the ring.
Has. Yeah. Man. Well, she's hot.
And oh yeah, she sounds hot too. She is hot. Here's A-Town Down Under entrance with their newly won belts.
Oh my god. Dude, and they're barefooted too. Dude, that is fucking funny. Dude. Oh my god. That's
whose entrance
funny.
is that? Is that
I
like
think
Scarlet?
It's Miz and Maurice.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's not Scarlet and Christopher Cross. No, Karrion Cross.
Columbus Cross.
Christopher Karrion Columbus Cross. Lastly here, this is The Rock from last night, I guess, right? Mind you, this man just whipped Cody with a belt and made him bleed a few weeks ago. And I believe this is from him announcing Moana 2 coming out.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that's why this footage is like fresh, and I think they had like a Disney. I don't even know if it was a Disney Expo, just like a bunch of announcements for like movies and shit, you know?
Yeah, it was like no, not C2, E2. Something I know what you're talking about, but it was just recently.
Yeah.
Man.
But that's it. That's another episode of That's All Kayfabe, guys. Yeah, I want to thank all y'all for listening. I want to thank Gabe for being here. Gabe, what do you have to say to people?
Nothing much. Thank you to tuning in to episode 20, man. It's crazy. But Thank y'all for tuning in, giving us a like, commenting, subscribing, all the fun stuff. It helps out the channel.
Hell yeah, guys. Well, thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next week, and take care, and Tamatanga or whatever they say. And see you later. Bye.